Well, Detroit Lions fans, we are off to the off season. There are 228 days to the off season. You know, I didn't really want to make a video. I didn't want to go live. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. And one of the things that I thought about was you guys helped me get here. And I've said that this channel is about the people, but it's funny because I'm a person in all of this, and I had to remember, and I was going to do the show, but I had to remember that you guys feel pain too, right? And today, man, it's just so many thoughts. Like I know that I don't know the Lions have gotten better. Seems like just yesterday that they were 13-1, and Matthew Stafford was winning the Super Bowl, and Jared Goff was. Will we keep him? Is what a lot of y'all were saying, and we were one game away from the Super Bowl. And I was saying this, and this is how I feel. It's like I would have much rather get to this game and get completely dominated than to be up 17 points. You dominated. You owned this game. Every facet. I didn't even look at the stats. I don't have to. We owned every facet, every stat, we owned it. You can't give that up. Now, you got two huge. These are the 5 plays that cost the Detroit Lions the game. The fourth down incompletions by Dan Campbell. The 2 drops by Josh Reynolds and the fumble by Jahmyr Gibbs. One thing I'll say is this, is I sat there at Levi. I wanted to soak it in. I wanted to soak up what the loss felt like, the reaction from the crowd. I remember I'm in the hallway during halftime, and I heard somebody say, "We got this." There was a Lions fan, and I heard some other people say 30 more minutes, and I'm sitting to myself saying, "It ain't over yet. We have to finish this game." I had never seen a fan base. One thing I can say about the Minnesota Vikings when I went and the LA Rams is when their team, it doesn't matter if their team was winning or losing, they cheer. This fan base was quiet. And then they started getting into it, and they became more and more irritating and annoying where you just wanted to slap every last one of them. But this hurt. And, if you look at it from the standpoint of progression, we made it. Was the season a success? Yes. Did they meet my expectations? Yes. Now my expectations are a Super Bowl win. That's it. There's no middle ground. There's no Super Bowl appearance. There is a Super Bowl win. That's it. 31 teams are losers every year. 31 teams. Now the Detroit Lions are picking 30th, if I'm not mistaken, in the NFL draft. This is the lowest that we've had in over 30 years. Like the last time we picked this was when we lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions. So I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers win a Super Bowl, which, by the way, I will not be watching. This will be the first Super Bowl in probably 5+ years that I haven't watched. I'm not watching a single second of it. I'll be playing some PlayStation or something like that. We got to talk about some things in the off season. And, football is one of them things where it's a long game. It's tough on the body for the people who play it. It's tough on the mental. Um, it's just tough all around. And losses, like, they sting because now this is it. Like Tuesday, we'll be cleaning out our lockers. We'll be doing the offseason wrap up, and it felt good. It felt good to me not talking about free agency or the NFL draft. And now, well, now we're here. Now we're here. We're going to be talking about CJ Gardner-Johnson. Should we keep him? Josh Reynolds, should we keep him? Right? We're at that point. And in my opinion, we didn't have to be. We didn't have to be. Like I said, y'all, I'm a little different. Would I still get season tickets? Yeah, I would still get them. I think they've earned that for me. Am I excited about next year? I am. But you know what? I saw something, and I don't even know if this is what happened. Like, if this is just me and my imagination or what. But you guys know the local legend, Crackman. He's one of the super fans. He's been doing this for a long time. And I saw him. He was sitting up there with me in the force because I saw him last week at the Tampa Bay game. And he was like, he didn't know if he was going to make it. And his birthday was today. So anyway, long story short, he's here. He was here. And I'm sure he didn't feel like this because, or maybe he did, but it doesn't matter because he can't be stopped. He was walking out and he almost looked lost. He almost looked like he hadn't realized what happened. Like, I haven't seen any post game stuff. I've seen Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. I'm sorry, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff, and Penei Sewell. I've seen them, and I believe that this team is going to get better. I think they're going to be better. And one thing I'll say, man, is that the team ran in the locker room, and I wish they would have stayed out. I wish they would have pulled like a Stephon Diggs or JJ McCarthy, and they would have stayed on the field, and they would have. So if I was Dan Campbell, I would have had them stay out there. I mean, am I the reason you lost some games? So you lost this. I could. I'm a little bit of it, right? I'm not blameless. I'll say that. I would have had them stay on the field, and I would have had them soak it all up because that's what I did. I stayed out there and I sat there in that chair for 5 or 10 minutes, and I the walk of shame, man, and it sucked. It sucked, and I was just replaying in my head the walks that I had made prior during the Rams and the every game that I had been to. Well, we are officially 6-1 in games I've attended in 2023, and this was the most important one. So it sucks. I don't want to talk about stats or anything like that because they don't matter. There is no tomorrow for us. It's over. And this isn't me being a downer. This is me saying that there are 228 days in the NFL season. And the Lions, and I'm telling you, man, like this team did not exceed my expectations at all. They met them. But if you are 17 points, 30 minutes away from a Super Bowl appearance, like would I have been upset if they got there and lost? Yeah, I would have, especially facing the Chiefs. Like that's the team we beat. It would have been a neutral site. And I think we would have gave it to them. But that's not the case. We're cleaning out our lockers and now we're talking about free agents. Felt good to go this far. We went 3 weeks past the regular season. And we almost went 5, but the plane ride home is going to be a little bit longer. The car drive is going to be a little bit longer as well. So I'm here. A lot of stuff happening in the off season, but here we go. We going into off season mode, and you know. But for the final time this season, man, thank you guys for the support and for helping me get to all these games. And it was a great season. But for me, y'all, I don't know, man. That's all that attaboy stuff. That ain't enough for me. That ain't enough. Like, I was thinking, I saw a shirt at Meyer. It was like just one before I die. And I had to almost believe it was this year. And we were up 17 points. And we should have been facing the Chiefs. There's nothing around this, man. You don't blow 17 points. You just don't. Something is wrong if you do that. So whatever's wrong on our team, we have to fix. So anyway, here we go. Another off season. And we're going to do it all over again. Anyway, with that being said, man, you guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.